Want to diss someone, make unverified claims, but you're afraid of taking accountability for it? Well, just call up 1-800-DJ Akademiks. He'll help you with that damage control. It looks like Ak is compromised. Again. So Ak's had a pretty busy 24 hours, one of which is trying to share a screenshot of a conversation that involves me and No Life Shaq. And what I guess is his big gotcha moment on Shaq, YouTuber No Life Shaq saying Interscope called him during the beef with Drake and Kendrick. And this goes back to a post that I made and a video that I made talking about the copyright system and how music labels abuse content ID and how we as reactors, especially a breakdown channel like mine, operates well within the realm of fair use and has a legal claim to a percentage of the reactions that I am making, of the breakdowns and deep dive analysis that I do. So all of that is getting completely twisted and taken out of context, which I'm not surprised because this is the Drake camp. This is what we do. We make a narrative, that gets proven wrong, something gets pointed out, and then all of a sudden we just shift the goalpost and we shift just the whole purpose of everything that we're doing. Much in the same way that when I pointed out the flaws in the lawsuit of arguing that whitelisting Not Like Us is what helped it be so successful because it was going to make reactors and influencers look favorably upon it because they could monetize it, was completely wrong by showing that actually more of my Drake disses I could monetize and profit from, and I'm one of said large reactors and influencers. And after I made that post, sharing the receipts, after I made a video on it, there were a number of Drake stans I noticed that yet again tried to shift the narrative, arguing that yeah, push-ups should be cleared because it didn't officially drop on DSPs until days later, which shows me that they know nothing about content ID and how YouTube works because it doesn't matter if they officially publish it days later. That means it's going to trigger it within YouTube system. It's going to get automatically claimed in content ID days later. This happens all the time on videos and on songs. And on top of that, my favorite was the argument and yet again the misdirectional shift in that I wasn't sharing Family Matters, which is Drake's biggest song, much like Not Like Us was Kendrick's biggest song. But I see a number of these users have performed exceptionally well in math class because it doesn't take a genius to look at the metrics and go, hang on, push-ups outstreamed and outperformed on every metric Family Matters. So thus on Drake's biggest performing track throughout this beef, I was able to monetize it. But again, I think it just shows the misdirection that this Drake camp is trying to push on people and how fans further and influencers muddy the waters within this situation. Because at the end of the day, all it does is distract from the root logic of that legal argument. Wording it so that the only reason that influencers could publish their videos in full was because it was whitelisted was categorically and factually incorrect. Trying to position it so that whitelisting Kendrick, aka reactors and influencers, could monetize off of his disses gave him an unfair advantage. Well, that's incorrect as well. But hey, this is the internet. Who really needs truth, right? I mean, we live in a world where Mr. Beast can package fresh cheese and sell it to kids. The Hawk Tuah girl can position herself as a shrewd businesswoman who's never gonna fleece you over with a meme coin. Logan Paul can pack a drink full of electrolytes and caffeine and say that it's super healthy for children. We have this culture of just because someone is successful, they're an influencer, or they've earned a lot of wealth monetarily, like we tend to raise them up and look at them with different values. But just because someone is famous and rich doesn't mean that they can't be a bad actor. No, I'm not talking about Wheelchair Jimmy.
I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested,
But speaking of bad actors and people who like to spread misinformation, let's get back to Ak. So after going live on stream trying to defend Drake's Fighting Irish freestyle, after being outed as a liar in the first place, we know he goes wild. He spreads more rumors on LeBron James, tries to do whatever he can to discredit and throw shade on LeBron. He's finally decided that, hey, maybe being the unofficial mouthpiece for Drake isn't as cracked up as it seems. So since the internet has pushed back on him in a desperate bid to try to save his reputation, he's now walking back those statements. Let's check it out.
Alright. I got one more question.
Yo, go ahead.
Why you said that about my man's Braun?
Yo, Kai, I'm gonna keep it a V with you. I hate when people in the game, feel like this. I feel like Drake like half told on him. I'm gonna keep it. I don't like when niggas just half doing shit.
No, but look though.
Really,
but that's Braun, bruh. That's Braun, bro. He got a good family. He got a good.
So Drake, it's okay. Drake kind of half told on him, so that's gonna justify what I do. Right? He's throwing Drake under the bus to save himself.
He got a good life.
I think we found the mole in the camp. I mean, we've speculated at this for a long time, but there's a reason why Kendrick said that Ak is compromised.
You feel me?
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a bean.
He's a good fucking dude, man.
Nah, fuck with Bron.
Everybody loves Bron.
I kind of feel bad. That's why I was just like, yo. I'm like, yo. I went back online. I was just like, yo. I seen so many people mad. I'm like, yo. If y'all want to go with everything I said was cap, I'll go with that. You know what I mean? But I felt like Drake kind of brought something in. I felt like Drake was half telling on him already. There's a couple niggas that's half told on Bron. I'm like, why y'all?
Hey, you a mess.
I mean, what a way to take zero accountability yet again. But this sounds like a typical Akademiks move. Notice the words. If y'all want to go with everything I said was cap, then hey, I'll go with that. The way that he positions this and makes you think about it. It's not him going, yeah, I messed up. I'm going to hold my hands up. I shouldn't have done that. Nowhere, yet again, does he take responsibility for the damage that he inflicted and what he's done and all the backlash, right? He's walking it back, but these dudes can't even walk back a statement in a way that makes people respect them. They walk back a statement and all they do is just throw rocks and then throw their hands up and try to misdirect yet again. And here he is misdirecting. If y'all want to go with this, then that's fine. I'll go with it, right? So he's not even holding his hand up and owning that. There is no ownership of that situation. It's casting it back out. And it's like, well, I mean, Drake was already halfway there. Other people were already doing it. So yeah, they started it, not me. I mean, it's like playground mentality and tactics. But speaking of Ak standing on business, this isn't even the highlight of what he's been through. No. Let's check out Ak reviewing Drake's lawsuit and get some of his words regarding this suit.
I think this was a bad idea to use an anti-Semitic angle. I think it was a bad idea to use streamers. This lawsuit, I can't see it, bro. I just can't.
It was a bad idea to use streamers. Oh, you think?
See it. I can't see Drake winning it. I can't see it helping him PR-wise. Like, I'm just confused. And this is why I don't want to speak remote.
I go, let's hear this one more time. Let's hear this after he's reviewing the legal document and this amazing breakdown that Drake's lawyers did of just massively bending and taking out of context Kendrick's lyrics. And we did a full live stream breaking this down, going through this document and all the illogical jumps that it made. And anyone who loves freedom of speech and anyone who wants to defend an artist's right to say what they can say, well, they're going to look at this document and just laugh and go, this is a direct attack against the very values upon which our country was built. But I digress. Let's get back to Ak.
PR-wise. Like, I'm just confused. And this is why I don't want to speak remotely for Drake with this. Drake got to come and help us understand what the fuck this is about, bro. This just doesn't, I just can't see it. I can't see Drake winning it. I can't see it helping him PR-wise.
Can't see it winning.
I'm just confused. And this is why I don't want to speak remotely for Drake with this. Drake got to come and help us understand what the fuck this is about, bro. This just doesn't make any damn sense. You get what I'm saying? Yo, you trying to cite reasons for the lawsuit by saying they called you a colonizer is like, come on. Bro, I really just don't know, bro. Oh, they're calling me a Jew. Shout outs, Rosecrans.
I mean, so because Kendrick called Drake a colonizer, the lawyers took that and tried to say it was anti-Semitic. And that's how they're trying to position Not Like Us as an anti-Semitic song. I mean, you want to talk about calling technical foul on reaching. This goes way above and beyond. And we're a breakdown channel. We get called for reaching a lot over here. Also, the complaints of Kendrick calling Drake a pussy. I mean, the nerve of him. Or when he says run for your life, they interpret that literally as he's telling Drake to run for his life, not the listener to run for their lives and to stay away from Drake. I mean, honestly, you can't make this shit up. I feel like I just live in a very rare timeline and a very rare version of reality these days. But not to get too far away from the theme of this video and our main subject, I think what this highlights is that when the water gets too hot, when it feels like his reputation and his career could possibly be on the line, well, he's willing to just completely walk back whatever and just throw whoever he needs to under the bus, including the boy. And the longer that this lawsuit goes on, the longer that more stories come out, all the ridiculous side quests that we continue to journey on, it really feels like Kendrick Lamar's lyrics within this beef and his diss tracks just continue to get more and more validated.
Somebody's lying, I can see the vibes on act. Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back.
But again, what do you guys think of this situation? How do you feel about Act trying to use me as evidence to out a fellow reactor and once more attack this community and try to just do what his camp does best between Drake, which is discredit people, which is just spread false narratives, try to move goalposts, and continue to finger point and blame others without actually holding their hand up and taking ownership of anything. But hey, I get it. It's easier to take advantage of a community to try and profit and grift off of it versus actually contributing to that community and being an integral part of it. Am I right? But I love you guys. Stay safe, stay positive. Listen, take care of these, take care of these. This is Willie Knox Hill. You know, I'll catch you again.